So today is April 8th, and I thought, what better time to read the eighth poem in my book, 100 Poems in 100 Days, published by Taos Press. What better time than to be looking up at well, it's not the totality. Sadly, I had to drive from St. Louis to Taos, New Mexico yesterday, so I left the totality behind in St. Louis. Even so, I'm looking up and I can see that the sun is almost at least way past half covered. So I'm not getting the full totality, but I am getting some of it. So it's the totality in the moment. So I am in Taos, and this is I've been reading my poems from this book. So what I'm going to do now is read poem number 8 from my series of 100 Poems in 100 Days. Again, 100 poems, 100 days, poems after cancer. And I'm hoping the light will change a bit. I can hear the chickens in the distance. They're starting to change their tones. I think I hear them. Ah, yeah, I do. Yes, and so it's these glasses it's not very dramatic, as you might imagine, but it's fun, right? So anyway, and how often do you get to do this? Oh, there's another bird making a different kind of sound. The birds are confused. So how often do you get to read? So I'm going to read this now, and this is inspired by having had prostate surgery April 1st, 12 years ago. Anyway, and there's a question that follows. So I guess when you're having a total eclipse, you have to ask different questions. Wait, let me check to see if it's still happening. Ah, yes, it's very busy up there. Doesn't need my help. So here we go. This one's titled Time After Time. 13 metal staples ladder down my belly. 90 steps rise up 6 flights of stairs to John van Hasselt's flat in Paris, which I've traveled to each year since 1985. But not this year. I have other things to do. Today I took my first walk down the drive. I considered the new peas and garlic in raised vegetable beds. I'm going to read that one more time. I considered the new peas and garlic in raised vegetable beds. I walked past 3 goats, 2 horses, and 5 mockingbirds chattering in the apple trees. I returned to the porch and opened my laptop. Martini the cat strolled around the corner. A would-be thumped my screen. I streamed time after time on TSF Jazz from Paris. When Tish opened the screen door, I said, "Tish, I'm pretending I'm in Paris." Actually, I was in Swannanoa, sitting on a lawn on a warm spring day, April the 8th. It's warm in Swannanoa right now. It's really chilly here in Taos, New Mexico, where I am. Here's your question. What does your imagination, I'll start again. Where does your imagination wander when you long for something you can't have? That's really interesting. Where does your imagination wander when you long for something you can't have? I can't have the total eclipse, but I can have a little bit of it. Now, I have to tell you, the dark clouds are moving in. It's really cloudy. It could even snow here. I'm going to look up, see how we're doing. Oops. Oh, the clouds have almost obscured the sun, but it's close. I would say we're 3/4. And I hope the light has changed a bit. So I should just, I don't really want to close, but hey, you've got to stop sometime. So thanks for watching the eclipse with me. Thanks for listening to poem number 8, Time After Time, which is a jazz song. And thanks for pretending to be places that you dream of going. You know, if you pretend to be somewhere, then eventually you might end up going there. Or if you pretend, you might just feel like you're there right away. So let's do one more look. Ah, very nice. Even closer. I don't know how far along we are, But however far along we are, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And hey, come back tomorrow and see what I have to say about number 9, tumbling of my seasons. Seasons. Where will that lead us? It's spring. Enjoy yourself wherever you are. Happy eclipse.